Now it is Syria to receive the attack from Israel. So the question comes is, why did Israel attack Syria? Well, Israel attacked Gaza because Hamas conducted terrorist attacks on Israel. Israel attacked Lebanon because the Hezbollah militia located in Lebanon attacked Israel in solidarity with the Hamas. Well, Israel attacked Yemen because Yemen's Houthi rebels attacked Israel in support of Palestinians in Gaza. Well, Israel attacked Iran because Hamas is a proxy of Iran. So this is the line of argument for Israel to conduct wars on each and every nation. But now, why did Israel attack Syria? Israel has already attacked consolidated its position in the Golan Heights, which is part of Syria but occupied by Israel. Now it directly attacked the Syrian capital Damascus. Israeli fighter jets attacked Syrian military headquarters, which houses the Syrian Defense Ministry and also the chief of Syrian armed forces. And there was another attack near the Syrian presidential palace also. Why are these attacks taking place? We have not read the news that Syria has attacked Israel. So there are two explanations. Let me first tell you the official explanation of Israel. Israel says we are conducting these attacks to defend or to express our solidarity with Druze community, our Druze brothers. In fact, Israel Defense Ministry has even said the painful blows have started. So it only indicates that there are furthermore attacks in Syria. Let me first tell you who are these Druze people. In what way Israel is connected with them. Druze is not Jewish community. So Jews are Israelis, major ethnic race. So they are not Jews, they are Druze. So who are these Druze? Druze is also an Islamic sect formed during the 11th century from Shia Islam. So it's a Shia Islamic sect. So Syria has several ethnic sects. Alawite Shia sect is one, to which Bashar al-Assad belonged. After the fall of the Bashar al-Assad regime in Syria, there has been armed conflict between the Syrian armed forces and the Alawite Shia militia, who are considered to be the loyalists to the Bashar al-Assad. Interestingly, Alawites are minority in Syria, but Bashar and his father ruled the country for more than 50 years. So now this Druze community is also Arabic-speaking Shia sect. There are around 1 million people across the world, among whom half of them live in Syria only, mainly in the southwestern city of Sweida. So Druze people constitute 3% of the Syrian population. So they have been largely autonomous during the 14-year civil war between Bashar al-Assad forces and the rebels. So they were almost neutral. They did not join hands either with the Bashar al-Assad or with the rebels. So they maintained autonomy and still wants to maintain autonomy. But recently the new rulers in Syria, mainly the rebels who fought against the Bashar during the civil war, led by a former Al-Qaeda fighter. So these rebels have also clandestine deals. The new rulers of Syria have clandestine deals with United States and even Israel. Interestingly, now Israel is attacking Syrian forces, but in the fight against the Bashar al-Assad, both US and Israel reportedly backed the same rebels against whom now Israel is fighting. They are now no longer rebels, they are now the rulers. So when they were rebels, Israel and US supported them precisely because these rebels were fighting against Russian-backed Bashar al-Assad. Bashar al-Assad is an ally of Iran and Russia. All through these years, Russia has been protecting the Bashar regime. But as Russia bogged down in the war in Ukraine, it could no longer support Bashar regime. Ultimately, Bashar regime has fallen to rebels, and Russia has given only the safe passage to Bashar al-Assad, who is now protected and staying in Moscow. So that is the background. So now, after the new regime has come to power, subsequent to the fall of Bashar al-Assad, the Druze people still want to maintain that autonomy. As I already told you, 50% of the 1 million Druze community live in Syria. The remaining people live in Israel and Lebanon also. There are more than 1.5 lakh Druze people in Israel. Israel, though the major community is Jews, there are Arabic minorities living in Israel, and Druze is the major community, over 1.5 lakh people. And they are active in the Israeli public life. Mainly Druze are in Israel armed forces. So when Syrian forces tried to break the autonomy of the Druze areas in Sweida, the new regime in Damascus says we will reunite the entire Syria, but the Alawites, the Druze and other minorities are not believing them. So when Syrian forces tried to break the autonomy of Druze and capture the autonomous region of Sweida, the Druze community people in Israel marched to the border with Syria to express their solidarity with the Druze on the other side of the border. So Israel now says, we are attacking Syria to support Druze brothers. So they are to support the Druze people. So this is the official explanation of Israel. It is not Druze. The fight between Syrian government and the Druze are an internal affairs of Syria, and Israel has nothing to do with that. So, but still Israel wants to attack on the pretext of supporting and protecting the Druze minority in Syria. But many experts say that this is only an alibi. The real intent is political. I have told you many a time, Benjamin Netanyahu cannot survive without war. His condition is very precarious in Israel. There are serious corruption allegations against him. The investigation, the trial has begun in the court. The moment Israel stops war, the Netanyahu government will be in danger. In fact, it is running the government with a very narrow margin. So the right extremists or extreme ultra-nationalists are surviving, are a cause for the survival of the Netanyahu regime. These extremists want war. They want Israel occupation of the entire region. So therefore, Benjamin Netanyahu is riding on a nationalist, extreme nationalist agenda. So he knows Netanyahu wants a war with some or other. But where can he fight war? So he is continuing his war on Gaza people, though Hamas has almost stopped attacking. He continues to attack Hezbollah now and then, even after ceasefire with Hezbollah, and not much protest, not much resistance from Hezbollah. He cannot wage a war on Houthis because there was almost a ceasefire deal with Houthis. So Israel attacked Iran recently, but thanks to Trump, Israel has to agree for a ceasefire because Trump is very particular about ceasefire. He did not support, he was very critical of Israel at one point of time when ceasefire was broken and Israel was attacking Iran. Because Trump's agenda is different. Trump's agenda is to exert maximum pressure on Iran. Israel's agenda is to obliterate Iran to achieve complete hegemony in this region. Now, therefore, Netanyahu finds a new enemy in Syria. So, new cause in protecting Druze and now declared a war on them. So he wants to continue that war because the Israel Defense Minister only said the painful blows have begun. So this is the backdrop. So for political survival of a man called Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel continues to wage wars on one or other nation.